Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Talk Nerdy to Me. I'm Judge, and let's get things started with the news.
One of the biggest new changes in patch 3.3 is the new and improved looking for group system. The new LFG system is now more complex, but it is still very easy to use. All you need to do is tick the box of the role you wish to fill, queue up for the dungeon or raid you want to do, and the new LFG system takes care of the rest. When the hardworking monkeys of TNTM were testing it out, we found a group almost instantly. And one of the more awesome things is that when you do find a group and you're good to go, you will all be teleported to the inside of the instance you're doing, making things a whole lot quicker and easier for everyone. There's also a new feature where you have the option of starting a group using LFG for a randomly chosen heroic dungeon. If you successfully lead your pug and complete the heroic, you will be rewarded with an extra 2 emblems of frost, which are the new badge currency for 3.3. The new LFG system is a lot more useful and convenient than the old one, but it does have its flaws. One of the main concerning factors is that you have absolutely no idea who you are in fact going to be grouped with, as this new LFG is now anonymous and cross-server. Picking someone out of LFG based on their class is now no longer possible, so you can't just pick up a chamois for heroism or avoid having all of your DPS as melee. It is now a lot harder to avoid all the massive scrubs using LFG as well. For example, in our pug, we had a rogue who did 1.5k DPS with 20 unspent talent points, a warrior who didn't know that standing in green poison equals bad, and a chamois healer who thought pulling mobs without the tank and using bloodlust when bosses were at 2% health was a really good idea. Overall, despite some of its flaws, I think the new LFG system is a fresh new idea that I know a lot of people will find very useful and enjoyable.
This is the brand new quest chain coming in patch 3.3 called the Battered Hilt in 30 seconds or less. Go to Quel'Danar's Rest, talk to this guy, then head on over to the Wormrest Temple. Listen to the fella from Sunwell blabber on about some book. Head on over to your inland Dalaran, jump into the sewer, kill a high elf outside the tavern, get out of the sewer, get ganked, go back to your inn, head on over to the Threads of Fate, do some laundry, turn into a high elf, get the aforementioned book, haul ass to Icecrown, get ganked again, that's optional, come back with a vengeance, and you're done. In patch 3.3 there will be 3 new instances added to the game in Icecrown: Pit of Saron, Halls of Reflection, and Forge of Souls. In order to unlock each new instance after the Pit of Saron, you must first complete a prerequisite dungeon, i.e. in order to unlock the Halls of Reflection, you first have to do the pit. In each instance you will be grouped with a hero of your faction, namely Sylvanas Windrunner for the Horde and Jaina Proudmoore for the Alliance. This is just awesome. The Pit of Saron is amazing. Even from the very beginning, it is clear that Blizzard have maintained their reputation for beautiful, high-end gameplay. There is a real sense of completion and satisfaction every time you complete the instance, much like the older vanilla dungeons such as Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, in the sense that you feel like you've actually been a part of the gameplay and the game has developed around you, the player. This is a really welcome change and something that I missed in the Burning Crusade and Waddle-K. I felt that when I defeated Naxxramas, that when I defeated Illidan, and when I started into the Sunwell, that nothing was really changing in-game for me. However, with the unlockable dungeons and the fact that you have a hero of your faction inside the instance with you, it is a real breath of fresh air, something that Waddle-K really needed, because at the moment, it was just more of the same. The difficulty of the dungeons is much harder than has previously been put out. This is easily the hardest dungeon in-game at the moment. If you thought that Trial of the Champion was a learning curve, it has absolutely nothing on the new Icecrown instances. However, it should be said that the item level of the drops is highly rumored to be either item level 226 or 232, making instances such as Ulduar, even their hard modes, obsolete, which, quite frankly, is a real kick in the cockles for anyone who's actually spent the time to raid these instances. Anyone who was trying for a server first on World of Saron, such as myself, is really happy that all of that loot is now obsolete. Really friggin' happy.